So, right after I finished Cobra Kai Season 1, I dove right in to watch Season 2. I got 5 episodes in, and then stopped watching it. Yeah, I just stopped watching it. But then, about a week ago, actually a week ago yesterday, I finally decided to restart the second season and rewatch it, and I'm so glad I did, because if you can't tell by the title, Cobra Kai Season 2 was awesome. But before I tell you why, please take a moment to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below, what did you think of Cobra Kai Season 2? Don't spoil Season 3, because I'm only 3 episodes in, but please just tell me, what did you think of the season? And with that said, let's get into this review. Now, of course, the first 5 episodes, they had interesting plot lines, more interesting plot lines than there was in the first season. I was more interested by the plot lines in this one because they were pretty neat. The one about John Kreese returning back to Cobra Kai, that one was really cool. The plot lines about Robbie and Daniel, all the plot lines were neat and they were better than the first one. But for the first 5 episodes, just watching it, I felt as if it was more the same, just with a different story. It's easy to watch, the characters are great, it's a hilarious show, but there's really nothing fresh and original about it. It's just people learning karate in different plot lines and whatever. And, that's not a bad thing. It definitely took my mind off life, and I really liked it because I can come home from a 12-hour day at work and just turn this show on and I could instantly be taken out of the world. But, it just feels mediocre and it's nothing real special. Luckily, after the first 5 episodes, we get into episode 6, and the show starts to get more emotional and more dark. Now, I do have something to say about that. I love how emotional the show does get because, that's something that always works, is if you just add emotions in a show. They weren't enough to make me cry because, I wasn't born in the 80s. I didn't grow up watching the Karate Kid movies, but they were overbearing and they really just worked for this kind of context. And when I talk about how dark the show gets, man, that finale, of course, the massive school fight, and starting off with Season 3 also, it makes this world feel kind of post-apocalyptic, but when you realize that it's not, it just screws everything up in a way that you really like. The fight choreography is as great as ever. The big final school battle, man, it was, wow, that was awesome. That was really, really cool to watch. But also, I gotta talk about the darkness. And obviously, when I think about it, at times it is better to get the original kind of Cobra Kai, where the emotions and the dark plot lines weren't overbearing. It was more of a cheery show. And they just never really found the balance between a smooth, lighthearted show and a really dark show. Because when they go dark, they really go dark. But when they go cheery, they really go cheery. They just never really found the balance. Overall, I definitely do enjoy the darkness more. I really like how dark the show gets, how intense the action fight scenes were. And starting off with Season 3, I am really enjoying the show. That's really what made the show awesome. But at times, I do kind of wish I got more of the cheery funness. And speaking of cheery funness, this season is hilarious. I laughed a lot every episode, and that also goes back to taking my mind out of the normal world and putting it into this world, because this show was just cheery, it was fun, it was hilarious, and yeah, it was a hilarious show, and I laughed a ton. The cast here is also great. These are probably my favorite characters to ever be put on a television screen, because these characters are not only hilarious, but they make me feel like I've known them for a long time, and that's easily what makes this show so rewatchable, is the characters and the comedy. Now, of course, what I did think about this show, I thought the darkness was awesome. I really liked the action, and the cast and comedy was awesome. First 5 episodes were a little mediocre, and they never really did find the balance to kind of balance the show in between being a lighthearted comedy and being a really dark and emotional affair, and they haven't really figured that out in Season 3 either. But you know what? I really enjoyed this season much more than the last one. Overall, Cobra Kai Season 2 was awesome, especially in the finale. It did start out a bit mediocre, but the action and the cast and the comedy of the show really saved it for me. I also really did enjoy how dark the show got, and even though it never really found the way to balance between getting the comedy and the darkness right, it definitely was more enjoyable than last season. I'm going to give this season an A-, an 8.5 out of 10, and 4 stars, and this is a season that you guys should definitely purchase on Blu-ray. I know it's just a TV series, you're like, oh, but we could just watch it on Netflix, but if this was a movie, it would be worth Blu-ray. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of Cobra Kai Season 2 down below. I am already 3 episodes into Cobra Kai Season 3, and I know what you might be saying. If you quit watching this season, you're probably going to stop watching that. No, because this show got a lot more enjoyable, and it's a lot more worth it to watch this one. So, thank you guys for clicking on this video. Please take a moment to subscribe, like button, hit the bell, comment down below. What did you think of this season? No spoilers for Season 3. Thank you very much, and with that said, make sure to subscribe to join the Nerd Army. Peace out.